Francesca Zappia is a perfect example of the famous advice to never judge a book by its cover. On campus, she's often referred to as the woman with the headphones in.
You gotta like make some hand motions or something. You gotta like get my attention. But yeah, I do always have headphones in.
But it's not because Francesca is antisocial. She's a published author, and listening to music is how this artist gets into character before she writes.
Because you have to be in the right frame of mind to write that particular story.
The story Francesca is especially excited about is her first published book titled Made You Up.
For Made You Up, it was a lot more indie music, music from the 90s for like the nostalgia, and German music actually, because the second main character / love interest is German in that book.
Music is just one tool Francesca used to write this book. The process, she explains, is a long one. She started drafting Made You Up when she was just 10 years old.
It's like a conglomeration of all those old drafts.
Her college roommate and longtime friend Molly Hansen has been there through it all.
I feel like the first day I met her, she was writing in a notebook. And all throughout high school, she was writing, and she was always 10 years ahead of every other writer in the world. She was done with books by 14. She was looking for an agent by 16. She had one by 19. It was crazy.
Francesca's agent landed her work into the hands of one of the world's leading publishers, HarperCollins.
On May 19th, it will be out in hardback and in ebook. And then 1 year later is when it comes out in paperback.
The book is about an 18-year-old girl suffering from paranoid schizophrenia. She's just trying to get through her senior year and off to college.
But obviously things go wrong, and it becomes much harder for her to tell what's real and what's delusion.
Because Francesca doesn't personally suffer from paranoid schizophrenia or know anyone who has, she says character development took years of research.
So I hope I did a good job. I know I definitely tried.
Although she doesn't particularly identify with the main character, she says that inspiration for the love interest in the book came from her own life experience.
He's autistic, and I was tested for autism when I was little, and I had a lot of autistic tendencies growing up and everything. So just what they go through with social interactions and everything like that, I feel like that was really part of what I went through.
All the hard work and time put into this book seems to be paying off for the young author. She's already on 3 watch lists.
16 of the most anticipated young adult debuts due out in the first half of 2015. The second one was 15 most anticipated young adult debuts of 2015. And then the Pop Crush one was 15 authors to watch in 2015.
Francesca understands that reading isn't everyone's cup of tea, but she's hoping her book will convert those on the edge.
If young people aren't reading right now, I would hope that my book would encourage them to read.
Francesca says she believes that if you don't like to read, you probably just haven't found a book you like yet. And of course, you should never judge a book by its cover. Kayla, Sullivan, UIndy TV.